Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, it's Thursday night, man. It's the Thursday Night Live show, man. Tonight, man, we got some stuff lined up tonight, man. We got baseball on tap. All you Yankee haters, I guess you got your wish. The Toronto Blue Jays got rid of the Yankees yesterday in the AL Divisional Series, 3-1, $300 million, and we're gone in the divisional round. We will talk about that tonight. So all you Yankee haters, I guess, get on board and pile on. We'll talk about that. We got DA segment for college football. Hey, got a very interesting news article and that Joe Klatt talked about for the AP 25. I think DA is absolutely going to like that. So we'll talk some college football. NFL upcoming week 6 starts tonight. Giants and the Eagles. I don't know if my Giants have a chance. We'll see. We'll talk about that. Ryan will come back up with the WNBA as the Las Vegas Aces. Hey, they're up 3-0. Asia Wilson's about to get number 3, man. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers, man. Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, good evening. What's happening, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live and direct here on the Thursday, October the 9th, 2025. Man, we're glad to be here, man. We're here to talk about some sports, man. Before we get into every day, let's handle some business. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the bells for all the notifications. And on those that listen on the sound of my voice on the podcast inside, you give us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that 5-star review. Love us or hate us. Let us know how we're doing, as you absolutely have been doing on the YouTube side and also TikTok. Shout out to those that's probably chiming in tonight on TikTok, man. Thank you so much. Man, let's meet the crew. Hey, DA, what's up, brother? How are you tonight, sir?
I'm a loser, but I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Ain't much else I can do. Lose my bets, it's all right. It's all right by me, man. Every dog will have their day.
I thought, you sounded like you entered your inner Otis there for a second.
Yeah. My master. We hold it down. It's gonna be just me and him at the end. I know. When Rhonda kicked me out, he said he's coming with me. So it's gonna be me and the dog on the highway with a stick and a bag of kibble. So this is what it's going to, man. This is where we're going with it. So.
Okay, I got you, man. Well, what about the others, man? But
no, they're gonna stay. Rhonda like them 2 dogs, so they're gonna stay.
Yeah.
The other 2, they're gonna have a place. Butter and Coco always gonna have a place to live.
Butter and Coco, man.
They always gonna have a place to live now.
Got you, man.
Me and Big O.
No doubt, man. Shout out to all those that's in the comments. Appreciate y'all. Our MLB contributor Alvin Clawson, he's here tonight. Al, what's up? What's going on tonight, man?
Man, what's happening? How y'all? How everybody?
Life is good.
Yeah, life is good.
Everything's good, man. Enjoying these playoffs, man.
It's good. Good baseball.
Getting closer to the big thing, the World Series, and getting to the championship series. Enjoying every moment. So, other than that, man, I can't complain.
I'm out here praying for Philly. Let's go, Philly.
I am too. It's 0-0 in the looks like we're going to the top of the 4th there.
I'm praying for them too, man. But that don't sound good. If all three of them they feel like that's gonna go wrong.
Yeah, somehow, some way.
Yeah.
We announced that one up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, Philly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the powder blues that they wearing. They
man. Yeah, man.
Those are nice, man.
That's that Steve Carlton. That's that Steve Carlton there. That's Mike Schmidt right there, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
If you don't know, look it up. Google it, man. Man, back in the 70s and the 80s, when most of those teams on their road uniforms
used to be powder blue.
Powder blues. The Twins used to wear it. Who else? The Cardinals, I believe.
Cardinals. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Cardinals still wear theirs on Sundays.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I take it back. Cardinals still wear theirs if they're on the road on Saturday nights,
Saturday night.
and
Okay.
then the Blue Jays got powder blue also.
Blue
Now
suit,
the Kansas City Royals brought back their powder blues
blues.
last year. So yeah, it's making its way back. Yeah.
Yep. So man,
I remember I want to step on your toes. I remember the old powder blues from the Atlanta Braves back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Dang, Al, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was the
They
trend,
ain't
man.
go back to theirs yet, though.
No, they haven't. Yeah.
They kind of went back to their 60s and 70s look when they first.
The Hank Aaron ones.
Aaron
they went back to those, but they haven't brought those powder blues out. I remember them with the what was my man Murphy in the outfield. Dale Murphy. Yeah,
Dale was a bad boy too. Real talk. Dale Murphy could ball, man. He was dead serious out there.
And what was the other guy? Bob. What was it? Horner.
Bob Horner. Yeah.
So
yeah.
We're here to talk some baseball, Al. You might as well go ahead and lead up with the Yankees. But before you do that, we was talking about A-Rod. Let me give you some
okay.
Let me give you some context to what A-Rod says. So those that don't know, if you've been sleeping, I guess the last 24 hours, the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays, they was in the American League divisional series, and the Toronto Blue Jays beat them 3-1. If you didn't notice, they were celebrating in the clubhouse by playing Frank Sinatra's New York, while they was dousing champagne on one another and pretty much disrespecting how the Yankees do. So let me get into this article real quick for Al, and this is from Alex Rodriguez, what he talked about. And this is from Sports Illustrated from Cal Costa. He says, this A-Rod comes to Boone's defense. He says, from the entire organization, Boone is the guy I will circle that is the least to blame, he says. He says, we need to shift from manager to roster construction. Rodriguez blasts the front office, one of the worst constructions of a roster I've ever seen. He says this, and DA's going to laugh. 3 left-handed catchers, 5 DHs, first base rotation. These odd choices per A-Rod left Boone with a tough lineup to manage. Context, the Yankees eliminated from postseason, as I said, the Blue Jays. And the managerial question around Boone is heating up again. And this will be a lot of long implication for the winter time. But we'll absolutely talk about the Blue Jays, because shout out to the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays were absolutely the better team.
34 runs in 4 games.
Put that in perspective.
Yeah.
I'll let you have the floor, sir.
Yeah, I agree with that statement or that article by A-Rod, man. I spoke on it earlier on the first time. One of the first times I've been on your on Sports Chasers podcast. They're not athletic enough, first of all. Second of all, like last night, I see they put in Dominguez. I didn't even know Dominguez was still on the active roster. Right? Playoff roster. Because if you're gonna put him, he only won it back the whole playoffs, and he come in and get a double. Right? It doesn't make sense to me. I understand he don't play shortstop, obviously, but Volpe got too many at bats this series.
17.
Volpe is struggling. He's struggling bad. It'll be interesting to see what they do next year, if he even on the roster. But neither here nor there. My thinking was, you had Goldsmith, you had Bellinger. Judge did his thing, 500. I mean, I know he only had one bomb, but I mean, you can't complain about that.
Nope.
7 RBIs.
Yeah, OPS. He had a $1 OPS. The whole 9, man. Yeah. It's amazing. The roster itself, the Yankees, man, they have to get out the baseball thinking of we just bombing, we bashing. They got to get out just relying on home runs, man. Baseball is one of the only sports, if not the only sport, a star player can go through a slump. I mean, it could be a 20, 30 game slump. You're not going to see that in the NBA. LeBron is not going to have 20 straight games and he don't crack double figures. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Baseball, you could go in these slumps, and you got this you built this lineup basically relying on home runs, man. And they've been doing this for the last, I don't know, decade. And what the Blue Jays showed you last night, you got to have a complete baseball team, bro. You got to have speed. You got to have contact hitters. You got to have one or two power boys who could yank one over the fence. But that can't be your whole lineup. You can't. The Gardens are trying to do the same thing. If you look at their makeup, Cleveland's trying to do the same thing. Yeah. Contact hitters, speed, and a thumper. And maybe, but the Cleveland only problem is they only have one thumper. Right. Blue Jays got a couple of thumpers, but everything else is speed and contact, and they the best defensive team in baseball for the last 2 years. Yeah. The Platinum Glove winner defense for the last 2 years. That's what you need to generate your team around. You need to be more of a overall baseball team, man. The Yankees lost their aura, man, and this is going to be a little controversial. 2 years ago, or was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago when Hank Steinbrenner came out and said, you know something? The facial hair. We're just gonna say, forget about it. You could come in now. You can have facial hair. You remember the Yankees back in the day used to have to come in,
no beard,
leaving the field or coming to the field. You had to wear a suit and tie.
Yep.
That whole aura is gone, man. Nobody feared the Yankees no more. Nobody's scared of the Yankees no more, man. And I feel like they don't get the top free agents anymore. You cannot remember the last time the Yankees got a positional free agent, not trade. I know they traded for Soto. I'm talking about a positional free agent. When was their last big free agent?
Oof.
Other position, I understand pitching. You got Freed and you got Cole. Not saying pitching. They last positional free agent. You can't remember.
No longer is the team.
You see what I'm saying? And they would consider Bellinger right now. Bellinger was the biggest one this offseason, right? Yes. And now you're gonna have to re-sign him. But everything is consistent and relying on hitting the bomb, man. It's like they living off the Bronx Bomber, quote unquote, nickname. And it's over. It's over.
It's so funny that never really existed. Like every run we had, it was not a home run hitting.
Yeah,
run. It was old.
Correct. Your winning teams, the winning teams, the dynasty it wasn't built like that. It wasn't built like that.
Those were the guys. The home run hitters were the guys that weren't really on the team every year. Rock Rain, I agree. Strawberry. Like Derek Jeter and them wasn't hitting no home runs like that. A-Rod wasn't on the squad back then, but
right.
Louis Soto and those guys wasn't hitting no bombs like that, man. They get one now and again. And then in the 2000s, it wasn't like that either. It was only A-Rod, maybe. Like we never had we never had a Soto.
They don't have the like. If you look at Toronto play last night, you can see they players don't. The ones who's not stars, they're not trying to be stars. They just keep turning over the lineup. We keep moving. We keep plugging. We keep moving the chain. I know who's next. I know who's right behind us, and like right there in the hole. We know Vlad is coming.
Yeah.
And as long as we continue to fill up these bases, you ain't gonna be able to walk them. Right. Well, the Yankees wouldn't go walk them anyway, which don't make no sense. But either way, they're going to make sure that we go fill up these bases. We go load them up. We go get these bases full. And because I know Big Bad Vlad is right behind me. And that's the way that the Yankees, their mindset, it's like everybody that come up the plate is looking for the deep ball. And that don't make sense to me. Their approach is wild. They don't have no two-out approach whatsoever. No. Two-strike approach. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's a good point, Alvin.
Not 2 strikes or 2 outs. There's no plan. There's no plan.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a Yankee bunt in years.
Never will.
Yeah.
Well, you brought up the fact, and we brought up the fact a couple of shows ago about how the Yankees, how they absolutely rely on this. I hate it. The analytics all the way. I believe analytics has its place, man, but it can't be the end all be all, in my opinion. Let me give you some context. You said something about the 2000s Yankees. This is the 2009. Couple names from the 2009 World Series champion Yankees. They had in the infield. They had Cano. They had Shelly Duncan. They had Hairston Jr., Derek Jeter, of course, Juan Miranda, Ramiro Pena, Cody Ransom, Alex Rodriguez, Mark Teixeira in the infield. In the outfield, you had Melky Cabrera, Johnny Damon, Brett Gardner, Fred Guzman, Eric Heinsick, Xavier Nady, and then you had Nick Swisher, and then you had Godzilla being the designated hitter.
Yeah, had two dogs. When you talk to Swisher and Garner, dogs. I mean, dirt bags, baseball dirt bags. Yeah, but go ahead, D. I didn't mean to cut you.
I said you had four guys that Teixeira, A-Rod, maybe Swisher here and there. They really didn't have Gardner. Many other in Godzilla, I guess, if you want to say he was a home run hitter.
Oh, you're everybody else was Texan A-Rod with your boppers.
Yeah, that was it. It was get on, get one. Get a base, get on base, get a base. Get on base, get a base. And what now, they used to do is wear pitches out at the plate. They wasn't swinging and making pitches stole 8-9 pitches per batter.
They have no approach, man. They have no approach. Everything is we going. We're looking for the long shot. Every at bat, every player in the lineup. That's what's the wild part about it. Right. From 1 through 9, they looking to go deep, and that's wild to me. When you got the best hitter in the planet, in your lineup, just fill up the bags, man. Yeah. Fill up the bags. He's coming up.
Yeah, everybody doesn't have to be a superstar.
They just based off of power, man. Pitching power. You ain't even have finesse pitcher. Everything's just power coming out the bullpen. Just live arms, and you have power bats. You lead the MLB. You led MLB in the last 3 years in home runs. It don't stop. But maybe one day.
Doesn't translate to World Series rings either.
No, it don't.
World Series is going to have to change.
Maybe. And the other part, the defense sucks.
Yeah, horrible.
Because you got boppers who don't know how to play D. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't like to bring up Cincinnati Reds, but we will sacrifice Keon Bryant, who's the best third baseman in baseball, in my opinion, and his bat is flat. But you have to sacrifice some in some positions that we willing to sacrifice the bat for his defensive presence. You understand what I'm saying? Like the play last night with Jazz. It's uncalled for, man. You got to turn it. 99% of the time, a second baseman turning that.
You got to.
What are you doing? But it's been happening for the last 2 years. But go ahead.
Bringing the wrong players and coaching. You got to be able to tell these guys this isn't right. Right? Hey, fellas. You play Little League, you got to turn that. You know what this is. This isn't.
But I leave it with this. That Jason Dominguez tripped me out last night, man. I said, he must not be on the playoff roster. I remember him through the regular season. I said, but there's no way Jason Dominguez is on the playoff roster and Volpe is coming up in clutch situations. And you like, no, there's no way. They must don't have a bench bat. I said, he can't be there.
He says nobody
and then
else.
When I seen him come up, I said, come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, I know this is not the Yankee what's this? When we talk about
the Yankee cry hour, we ain't gonna be here crying about
I'm not gonna cry it too long.
Yeah, but Volpe was 1 for 17 for the series, man.
How many Ks?
I
think it's 11. I think it's 1 for 17 with 11 Ks, if I'm not mistaken.
You got to put the bat on the ball, brother. Come on, man.
Yeah. Playing starting shortstop for the New York Yankees.
You have to swing the bat at the ball.
Yeah.
But I saw at least 4 him just watching them go by.
And if you go be that bad, if you're going to be that bad offensively, you got to be a Gold Glover. You have to be.
Yeah.
And that he's not.
No, he is not. Luis. Right. What's that? The Mets shortstop back in the day, Ordonez.
Right.
Ordonez. Yeah, right. Ozzie Smith.
Yeah.
You gotta be one or the other, man. To be starting in the show, you gotta be one or the other. If I look out on the field, if I'm coming to my first game at a major league ballpark, and I look on the field and I see somebody playing shortstop in the playoffs, I'm gonna think, oh, he must got a hell of a bat, or he could field it. But you can't be bad at both and be starting. That don't make sense. Maybe that doesn't make sense.
But I will say this, Al, and I say this to my New York brethren, and even you're a Giant fan, so I'll give it to you too, man. A lot of these owners don't want to win the games or the league or the World Series. They want to win the profit margin. And the reality is, as long as folks will continue to go watch the Yankees and pack that spot out with them not being good, this dude is not going to make the changes.
I agree with that, but that never been the Yankees' way.
No, it hasn't. But I'm just telling you, like, I had to teach my boys about Dolan. I said, listen, y'all think Dolan there to win the NBA championship? And no, Dolan's there to get a profit. He'll care if the Knicks ever win, because people pack out Madison Square Garden if they're 500. You know.
Oh,
and
true. Yeah.
This is why we're doing the Yankees thing. Well, as long as they're hitting home runs, people will come.
I'm not a New Yorker, but it seemed like the Yankee fan.
They
more demanding and hostile than the Knicks fan. It feels like the Knicks fan, it is what it is. But
Knicks fans are casual fans.
It hurts when the Yankees get knocked out, man.
It's like the more casual fans get involved with the Yankees, because it's a big deal in New York. So you bring your girlfriend, you this or that, and everything else to the game. That's like kind of just getting into the baseball thing. Yeah, us diehards, we probably, for the most part, have been priced out of going to Yankee games.
So let me ask you, do you think they are ruining Judge experience? Judge,
Sure.
Let me answer that. Let me go into that.
Yes.
So Judge has been with the team. What's this? Year 8, 9, I think.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, is they're wasting his prime years around him. You know what I'm saying? Now, he has not done himself any favors like last year, how he played in the field and things of that nature. But going back to what we originally said about A-Rod and his comments and how this team has been constructed.
Man, the organization.
You got if you keep doing the same thing, man, what they say is insanity, right? So what
same thing
doing?
over and over again and looking for different results. Yeah.
Go ahead, D.
But baseball is I can remember once or twice, and I'm not going to really say names, but I baseball is not the game where dudes do like basketball, like Magic Johnson's like, yo, dog, we got to get this dude out. We need this guy in, this and that.
No, yeah. They don't have that.
That's because Judge is not if he had that personality, then I could see it. Like, oh, hey, Jazz stays, but he got to go to this school, the infield. I got to go to that school. I know we can't get rid of Stanton because of his contract, but everything else around here, when I come back next spring, it better be different. All right, because I can't do this. Again. Yeah, because that's what I always thought Buddy in California was supposed to do with the Angels, and he didn't do it.
Well, he was. You talk about Morona. I forgot his name in the Angels, but he's a superstar.
What's the dude's name, man? Yeah.
He's just like superstars. He get Trout. He got Anthony Rendon. He got Pujols. So he just but he wasn't there to build no team.
Yeah, he wasted Trout's career, man.
Yeah.
He wasted Mike. So he was supposed to be one of the best that will ever do it. So,
I blame a little bit on Mike too, but
yeah. He got hurt. He did some things that he wasn't supposed to do, but
I mean, he's gonna get that big boy contract regardless, and he ain't have to re-up with the Angels. He could have. But go ahead.
He could have went anywhere else and got that paper.
Well, Al, let's transition to the winners. You know, we cried about the Yankees. Let's transition to winners. Shout out to the Blue Jays. Go ahead, man.
Listen, Vlad, man.
Hell, man.
We just talked how great Aaron Judge is, man. Vlad was better.
Yeah.
Vlad was better, man. I mean, I know baseball is not a one-on-one sport, right? Obviously, but man, he stepped up. He stepped up to the plate. The lights was not too bright for that man. But I mean, I knew that from the jump. I wasn't questioning that, but man, a RBI in every game, big time clutch hits. Why was not the Yankees? That's another story. I was texting y'all guys last night. The Yankees refused to walk him.
Yeah, That's ego.
Man, that kid, man. I'm so proud of that kid, man. I'm happy for that kid, man. I just remember that kid came in the league and he lived up. He's living up to every expectations that was put in front of him, man.
He's getting better every year.
He's getting better every year. He got the big contract this offseason, and a lot of folks was around saying, I don't know if I would give that type of money to a first baseman. Granted, he's only 26 years old. I didn't see the problem. If you would have let him go,
he lost weight.
Right. If you would have let that man walk, Toronto would not be Toronto. Right. Yeah. And the crazy thing about this, they doing this without Bo Bichette, man.
Wow.
Who I think is one of the best hitters overall, just flat out hitters in baseball. And they doing it without him. And they put up 34 runs in 4 games?
4 games.
Yeah. Amazing, man.
Let me give you Vlad's his stats. Vlad, he walked twice. He had 9 RBIs, 3 home runs, 9 hits, 5 runs score out of 17 at bats in 4 games.
Yes,
I would have walked him like Barry Bonds. He had never seen a pitch.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's the most egotistical thing I ever seen last night, man. When they had it was first inning, right? First or second inning? First inning. First inning had a man on second, open base, and they said we going to. I said, man, come on. What are we doing, man? What he's not gonna fold under pressure. He's gonna deliver.
I would have rolled the ball to him. I'd have rolled it to him.
Man, but hey, shout out to them, man. Shout out to the Blue Jays, because it's been the past, I say, 3 or 4 years. I've been predicting that the Blue Jays going to at least get to the ALCS, if not the World Series, and they have failed, let me down in the last couple of years tremendously, man. So shout out to them. George Springer, he looked re-energized, rejuvenated, I should say. He looks good. The pitching staff looks good, man. They got all the makings, man. They got all the makings. They got, baseball-y players. You know what I'm saying? Them boys feel, man. You know, the game that the Yankees won was that game 3.
Game 3. Mm-hmm.
That was an aberration, man, because the only reason the Yankees scored was off the couple errors, Without that error, Judge would have never got that 3-run bomb. So that was an aberration. They should have been swept. That's called sweep. But
gentleman sweep.
Yeah, they should have just been swept. Period. But either way, man, shout out to the Blue Jays, man. They deserve it, man.
Shout out to the Blue Jays, man. Let's transition to the Seattle and Detroit series. That's a good series. That's going down to the wire.
They blew it.
Yes, they did. Go ahead, bro.
They blew it yesterday, man. The reason I say they blew it, not saying that the Mariners can't win Game 5, but boy, when you got that bad man Scuba waiting for you on that bump for Game 5, you got to get Game 4, man.
You got to do everything in your power. You got to kidnap somebody's kid.
And I was looking at that game yesterday afternoon, and Mariners went up 3-0. I said, I don't care what you have to do from here on out. You got to finish this, man.
Yeah, because
I don't care how. I don't know how. I don't have the blueprint, but you do not want to see Scooble. Game 5. I don't care if you're going back home, what you are. But and he lost Game 1. Oh, my goodness. If you beat Scuba twice in this series, man, I tip my hat to you.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
I tip my hat. In my opinion, I don't see it. And I think the Mariners is the overall better team. In my personal opinion.
All year, I ain't seen nobody go at Scuba.
I think he's better. I think the Seattle Mariners are a better overall team, but you blew it because now you finna go see that bad man.
Yeah.
And he's gonna tell them, give me one. Give me one. And I think they're going to close the Mariners out tomorrow, unfortunately.
Those that watch the game, because I watched the game yesterday too. Like you said, Al, they was up 3-0. I said, I said, the Mariners about to close this thing out. And then back in the bottom of the 5th inning to allow them to come back.
Yeah, man.
Momentum. And then they just went off in the 6th inning, and that was all she wrote, man. I think they scored 4 runs in the 6th.
4 runs, man. Just open the floodgates, and then I was just sitting there thinking, like, they felt like they was punting, per se. Like, okay, we'll just we'll get ready for Game 5. Get ready for Scuba? How? No way, man. I think that was. I know it was a lot of it was out of their control. But I was just thinking, just do all you possibly can do, man,
to win this
to
game.
get this
Who
game,
the
man.
Mariners got going on the blunt tomorrow? Who? Because they got TBD last I looked. So
that's a good question with who they got on the bump tomorrow. Because Wu is what really hurt him. Wu is out this this series, man, which was their best pitcher. I don't know if
Let's see.
I don't know. He might be. I don't know. It's a good question, D. But I know who's on the bump for Detroit, and that's all.
That's all. That's the big
like I think Luis Castillo might be pitching for him tomorrow. Could be.
Okay.
Could be. Former Cincinnati Red. Yeah. But I'm not sure. Whoever it is better be solid. He better be solid. I don't know if they announced that start. They might have already, but whoever it is, he better be solid. But we know who's on the bump for Detroit.
Yeah.
It's still TBD.
It's still TBD. I hope it ain't a bullpen.
You know what that means? That means they're doing that Dave Roberts. Everybody pitching the bullpen
game, man.
Everybody pitching them all, boy. Everybody pitching.
Yeah. That's the approach they should have had last night. Yesterday.
Yeah. Good point.
You don't want to get here, man. I don't want to get here. That's that kind of reminiscing. That brings you back to if you got Pedro tomorrow, we better win tonight.
Oh yeah, damn right.
No chance. I just don't understand that philosophy. But either way, yeah. But I like Detroit to close them boys out. And it's unfortunately, like I said, I think Seattle is the overall better team, in my opinion.
Gotcha. Let's move on to the Cubs and Milwaukee series. Milwaukee, they're up 2-1.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on this series? They both there tomorrow afternoon. They both pitch to TBD also.
Well, they play tonight. They play at 9 tonight.
9 tonight. I'm sorry. Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah, they played at 9 tonight, and I think it's over tonight. Yeah, I think Cheerio, Contreras, and all them Yelich, them boys will send a Cubs packing tonight. That's my personal opinion. Milwaukee has been the best baseball team in baseball all year, man. I know they don't get the respect because it's small market. They don't have the quote unquote big superstar, but they play great baseball. If you like the game of baseball, besides the big overall jumping superstar, the aircraft carrier per se, Milwaukee and Toronto is just the best form of baseball. They're just the best form of baseball.
If Jackson Chourio and Christian Yelich played in big markets, they would be superstars. Period.
Oh my Lord! Yeah. If Jackson Chourio played for the Yankees, man. Man, and like you say, Yelich, because Yelich don't want an MVP. He's a past MVP. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're totally right, man. And but I think they're gonna win tonight, man. I think Homer Bush is the only bat that's hot for the Cubs right now. Sure. PCA ain't doing nothing. Dansby Swansby ain't doing nothing with the bat. Brilliant with the glove, like we mentioned earlier. At least he's great at something. He's been brilliant with the glove. And they pitching staff has been a little bit, shaky, man. They missing Cubs missing an ace, man. I watched them all year. I like if they had an ace, man. That'd be all right, but I think they're missing the ace. But I think tonight is Milwaukee go just, basically let them know we here and we're not messing around. Y'all got one on us, but let's close it out tonight.
Best team in baseball all year long.
Best team in baseball, man. And I've been betting against them all year. And it's the truth, and they've been proving me wrong all year. Yeah,
gotcha. Yeah. That's something when you said about the Cubs missing that ace, that dog, as you say, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think they have one. I want to cut you off. Horton was on his way to be, but he's out right now. With, I think he broke his rib or something. But go ahead.
No. You go ahead. I was just saying, man, how that's important. And in these playoffs, man, you get that ace, man, and it's just like we just talked about was Schoolboy going tomorrow, man.
It means a lot, man.
Right? Why would you not, like you said? It looks like they might have punted after they went down by 4, but man, I would try to do everything. Hey, fellas, we need to win this game because
yes, man.
That guy, yes. All my and it also Schoolboy reminds me of all those people who remind me go back in the day. Mike Scott for the Houston Astros.
Yeah, with the white shoes.
white shoes and used to wear the multicolored jerseys back.
Man.
Look, Mike Scott was so bad, they was telling me he's cheating when he wasn't cheating. He gotta be doing something.
Exactly.
Because there was teams that they said, look at man, you may as well chalk that game up.
Mike Scott, Mets, I like that. I like that.
In 86, if the Mets did not win, if they'd have got back to Mike Scott, who was the next game,
there you go.
Mike Bass would have been in the World Series. Okay,
that was my point. That's my point. Like yesterday, D. That was exactly my point yesterday.
I see you. That's why I brought that up.
That's what Bass would have been in the World Series, against the Red Sox.
Exactly. That was my overall point.
The Mets, that lineup wouldn't have did because the first game they played against Mike Scott,
couldn't see him.
One hit. He won in the playoffs. So
it's wild to me, man. The Mike Scott, that's a great example, man. That's a great example. You don't want to see. I'm not saying that Seattle can't go out there and do it. I'm not saying that, but I don't like my odds, man. I think my odds was better yesterday. And
what you prefer.
That's not what you prefer. Let me just go back in a little history. That was on October 8th, almost 1986.
Okay.
The Astros beat the Mets in game 1 of that series, 1-0. And the Mets had who on the bump? Dwight Gooden.
Don't matter. Dwight Gooden was a bad boy. So it was aces going against aces, right? Yeah.
Yes.
No,
and I don't think Seattle has that ace to match Scuba tomorrow.
Yeah.
So go back and watch. YouTube is a wonderful thing because we're on.
Yeah.
Go back and watch that series for you youngsters want to know what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Mike Scott was a bad dude.
And if you don't watch the series, if it's too long for you, just go look at Mike Scott highlights, man. And you'll know what I mean when I say white shoes, Mike Scott. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Alvin, let's go.
White shoes are prevalent now, in baseball. People are wearing, but back then you wasn't getting white. It was only the Astros and the Oakland A's, man.
The white
until the All-Star game, yeah.
Yeah, man. But that's the thing, man. Let's move on to the last one. The last series, that game is going on now. The Phillies against the Dodgers. It's 2-1. The Dodgers are up. In the series is 0-0 in the top half of inning number 6. What you think about? Hey, Kyle Schwarber, bro.
Didn't we talk about him last week? But go ahead.
Man, he hit one. Did he say they hit? It hit out of Dodger Stadium yesterday, man. And he's got one of the prettiest left-handed swings ever.
Softball, man. I think first of all, I want to say this. Who measured the distance in home runs? I think they just stopped. Because if you telling me that's just 455, you're crazy. He hit it out the park. So when did the measuring stop? You understand what I'm saying? It didn't touch nothing. It's still in the air. Yeah, man. Schwarber, man, and Harper, Harper kind of been a little bit, mediocre these playoffs, to be honest with you. But Schwarber, before last night, he was 0 for 23. So he was due, man. And he came up big last night on 2 bombs, man. One off Kershaw and one off Yamamoto. I think tonight, even though I hear a lot of people say that they don't think the Dodgers will be under any pressure if they lose tonight, I disagree. I think if Philly go up, not go up, if they tie this series 2-2 and go back to the bank in Philadelphia, excuse me, it's going to be an issue for the Dodgers. I really do. Sanchez is on the bump right now, which is, he's going to at least finish second in the Cy Young. So it's a tough one, man, but I'm rooting for Philly, not for me being a fan of Philadelphia or me not liking the Dodgers. I just think this series is great. I just want to see more good baseball, man. I wish this series was 7, to be perfectly honest with you, man. But in my opinion, I think in my opinion, I could be wrong. I think tonight is a must win for the Dodgers. If Philly win tonight, man, they not go. I don't think they're going to lose 3 home games, in my opinion. And that's what it'll take for the Dodgers to beat them if they lose tonight. They have to beat Philly at home 3 times. And I don't think it's going to happen, man. I think Dodgers is in the same predicament that the Mariners were seeing yesterday, just in a different circumstance. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They got to climb out of what they're in right now.
Yeah, this 0-0 don't feel good either way, though. You know, both of these teams have somebody in the lineup that could clip you at any time. So it's not favoring nobody right now, which is great. It's a great ball game, man. But I'm hoping and wishing that Philly win, man, so we can get that game 5, which would be on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Gotcha. Mike Mills, welcome. We're talking MLB baseball. It was talking about the Dodgers and the Philly series, which is 2-1 Dodgers. How are you tonight, sir?
Good.
Gotcha, man. I think we just got to absolutely shut, do this tonight, and because it could be trouble, even though they won twice in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be trouble. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
I can see Philadelphia has at least a strategy because, if you look at it on certain sites, you can see where the pitches are landing, how they're pitching them, and they're pitching both Schwarber and inside, like way inside, like every time they're up, almost hitting them. So they try to make sure that they don't want them turning on nothing with that softball mentality. They try to, inside. You can see now that Ohtani's they're inside, like damn near on the box.
Oh man, they've been. I hope he don't make me eat my words right now, but they have put Ohtani in a box this series, man. Like he hasn't did nothing. What is it? What they saying? 160, man, for the whole playoffs. He hasn't really been that good. I mean, he clipped the Reds a couple of times, which is I don't know how big of a accomplishment is that. But he has not did nothing. He hasn't did nothing against this Phillies pitching this whole series, man. So if Sanchez get through this top of the order and this bottom of the 6th, man, I think they're gonna be in good shape. That's just my opinion. But I like the Phillies, man. I like they fight and they hungry to get back in this. But I thought they was done when it was down 0-2, to be perfectly honest, and going back to LA. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Sanchez out there dealing, though. So
he's one of the best pitchers in baseball, top 5 at least.
Yeah. Real quick before we move, Mike, your thoughts on any of the playoffs? You say you've been watching baseball. Before you do that, Mike, I just want this. Alvin brought up a good point. Who measures home runs? And we all about getting the facts out there. MLB homers are measured using the Statcast system, which uses cameras and radar to track the bat's launch angle, exit velocity, and trajectory. A mathematical algorithm this data along with the 3D map of the ballpark created from the LiDAR scans to project where the ball would have landed if not for stadium obstructions, given a projected home run distance. So in the
that jump last night went off the radar.
Y'all want me to go out to the yard and get the ball now? The ball just hit my yard, so
that jump went out the radar. Well, go ahead.
Coco won it now. Coco got it. Well, I gotta get the ball from Coco. So.
Oh, that's funny. Mike, your thoughts on any of the playoffs, man, before we move on.
The Yankees lose. That's it.
As a Met fan, I know you're happy. So yes, we're going to Cancun. This evening. So I appreciate your comments. So Al, anything else on the playoffs?
No, man. Like I say, tonight is interesting. I think it's in my opinion, it's a must win for the Dodgers, and then tomorrow is good luck, Seattle Mariner fans, if you're watching. That's all I can say, man. Scuba's on the bump. Good luck. And he's upset because he lost his first one. So that's it, man. That's all I got.
He's Mr. Alvin Clawson, our MLB contributor.
Appreciate it, man.
Like I said, I'll be rocking with us for the whole Major League Baseball postseason, man. So I'll appreciate you, man. And
I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate
you
having me on, man. All right, man.
My brother.
Y'all have a good one, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace, man. Let me go on to the news here. We switch it up a little bit so Al can get in and get out with the MLB, man. Shout out to Al. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Let's go on to the news here, man. And we're gonna get on out of here. What is this here? Oh, all right. UNC UNC football program.
God damn, man. Why don't you leave that man alone?
UNC
Leave that old man alone, man.
UNC football program is in deeper turmoil this season under new head coach Bill Belichick. The latest blow, the cornerbacks coach Armand Hawkins has been suspended for offering extra benefits to players, including sideline passes for the players' family. WRAL reported that players were selling their allotted tickets. I mean, come on, man. They've been doing that. UNC's compliance office even texted players warning that selling tickets violates NCAA rules. Belichick's debut season, he opened up with a disastrous 48-14 loss to TCU. Currently, he is at 2 wins and 3 losses. Worst start versus powerful opponents in UNC history, losing by a combined 87 points to TCU, UCF, and Clemson. Hulu reportedly has canceled its documentary series on the Tar Heels inside Carolina football.
Well,
Campus discussions underway about exit strategies. Belichick and UNC AD Bubba Cunningham both issued statements reaffirming commitment to one another and the program despite mounting chaos. For financial context, Belichick is under a 5-year, $50 million contract at UNC with a $20.8 million buyout. And that's pretty much what's going on with this. I'll give it to Mike Mills since he's smiling. I don't know why Mike is smiling, but go ahead.
Because it's hilarious, man. I mean, we saw the downfall way back when, all of us, right? Because remember, before this, it was the girlfriend, right? And it was the interviews, and it was the email, text chains. Like, it's always something, right? It's been something since the beginning of this, right? It's always been, right? So now Hulu canceling the documentary. Hulu will put anything on the damn air. So Hulu canceling their documentary is like a telltale sign right there that this thing is in the shitter. I mean, they was trying to do the HBO Hard Knocks thing. You know, HBO will really put anything on the air. HBO had the hookers in Atlantic City. So if HBO pulled it and then Hulu pulled it, you know this thing is in
Hunts Point. The ladies of Hunts Point.
Right. And if they are giving these tickets out, they want to do the impermissible benefits thing. Clearly, they didn't give these benefits to the right people because they wouldn't be looking this bad. So they need to just let this season go because it's already a wash. There's nothing you can do this season.
Over. And
start looking for your coach when y'all fire him 2 games in the next year because you're not going to fire him in the offseason.
Well, what about this buyout, though?
They just going to have to pay it. I mean, that's what buyouts are for. Buyouts are to be bought.
But they pay Mac. So.
They still paying Mac.
Right. Mac ain't been good since Texas.
Facts. I think he had a good season, but he did have some good players.
Yeah. Well, DA, let me preface this to you. You always say, and I heard somebody, I think people, I know people are listening to this. You always say there's a difference between a team and a program. And it takes time to develop a program.
Well, this is a perennial team program, right? So they're always mid, I guess as the kids say. They're always mid. They've never, I can't remember. I remember a few 10-win Carolina seasons back, you know, and I can remember the players that did it. But it's not, they don't do that a whole bunch in Carolina. And they don't have to because they always hang their hat on. We're a basketball school. We're not supposed to be good, right? So they always have an out. And this is the one thing that most fans don't really understand about this is like you get mad at Belichick. He's sloppy. He's old and sloppy now in everything he does, it seems. But the reality is this. They still can say, no, we're a basketball school. And the reality is, if they win the national championship in basketball this year, you'll forget about how bad the football team is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, that's you know, they have that. Not a lot of conferences and schools have that. where they can say, "Yo, we're not a football school. We do the best we can, but we're not a football school." And I still don't believe, like, looking at their schedule, they lost the games they were supposed to lose because their team was not better than those teams. Period. Not players, not quarterbacks, not coaches, not nothing. No, probably not even a better mascot. So they took the L, and they're going to continue to take L's against teams that they shouldn't beat, and they'll beat the teams like UNC Charlotte and App State. Maybe App State may give them a game. So yeah, that's all. And $20 million, D, it's UNC, brother. UNC got bread on top of bread, baby. If they wanted to pay it, they could pay it yesterday. That's what the program is. That's how much money that school got. Michael Jordan give them probably 3-4 times that much. So it's all good.
And they got a tough mascot. Relax. The mascot is hard.
Yeah, like I said, that's what I don't know though. He lost to the Horned Frog, and I've never seen that mascot ever. I don't even know what that one looks like. So
yeah, that's something else, man. Let me move on to the other story. I probably should have held this for Alvin, but we was into the playoff talk. But we'll got it on here. This is from Front Office Sports. Eric Fisher. Milwaukee surge is inspiring, but no amount of Cinderella runs can paper over baseball's growing financial chasm. This was from Bud Selig. He had some comments yesterday. He said, Bud Selig, former MLB commissioner and longtime owner of the Brewers, is impressed by Milwaukee's breakthrough season, especially considering it's a small media market and relatively modest payroll. He calls the Brewers' success remarkable, but warns it's an outlier, not evidence that MLB's economic inequality is shrinking. The article points to Dodgers' payroll being nearly 5 times that of the Marlins as a stark illustration of the divide. Selig has long believed MLB should adopt a salary cap, something he once pushed during his commissionership. He warns that the same economic challenges from a decade ago still exist. With MLB and the MLB Players Association labor talks coming up next year, the financial gulf between big and small market teams will be a major battleground. Let me get into this one first, because me and Dan was actually talking about this last night when he was talking about how the Yankees spent $300 million and his team doesn't spend nothing. First of all, let's go to the labor agreement. If the owners think that they're going to get the Major League Baseball Players Association, which is the most powerful union on the planet, planet Earth, you got something coming for you, because that's what pretty much ended the 94 season. They're not doing that. They're not agreeing to that. Hey, owners, how about you stop pocketing all the money and spend some money on baseball talent? Dude in Pittsburgh, Bob Nutting? That's what I was discussing. That's why I was discussing. I know which Dan was on tonight. Dan's not feeling well, but yeah, why don't you put a floor where you got to spend the amount of money? Man, you get the luxury taxes when the Yankees and the Dodgers spend money, so that's welfare as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, well,
hello.
So stop it. You owners need to spend the money. And the players, and I'm telling you right now, they are not going for a salary cap. For all those that's listening and going to say, you don't know what you're talking about. I do know.
I know. I know. We know. We watched it.
They are the strongest. Go back to 94. That was the sticking point. And that's why we got this whole thing with luxury tax and things of that nature. Because they're never going for it. They are, let me say it one more time for the people in the back. They are the strongest union on the planet.
Yeah,
the MLB PA. Go ahead, DA.
Tony Clark was playing when they went in 94 when they walked out. He's the first baseman for the Tigers when they walked out. And now he's the leader of that union. It's not going to happen. The onus is on the owners to take the money they get from TV and quite possibly spend it on a player or two.
Hello.
Or 3 or 12. Right? Hello. I'm not saying spend $300 million, but what I am saying is that You have no. You have $300 million to spend if you'd like to. That's what I am saying. I'm not saying you have to spend $300 million, but I'm saying you could if you wanted to, and you'd still get bread because that $300 million is coming out of TV money.
Hello.
So I'm not even pressed. My thing is, spend the money on what you're gonna spend the money on. Get the players you can, because even teams, Yankees, right, that spend $300 million, don't spend $300 million right. So you can beat a $300 million team if your $300 million is spent better than their $300 million. Point blank. Period. End. I'll dot that. Bow. There you go.
I'm just gonna say, and for those teams, people want to talk about small market. There's nothing small market about down here in South Florida, with the Miami Marlins. They built a new stadium on the site of the old Orange Bowl. There's about 3 million people in the tri-county area down here between the counties of Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade. So I don't want to hear that about being a small. There's nothing small about it. The Marlins guy just refuses to spend money on players.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm gonna know you're gonna go, Mike, but real quick, that small market shit is an excuse. It doesn't exist anymore.
Correct.
All the owners are rich.
Bingo.
Hello.
The internet has made nothing small because it's made the world connect. Go ahead, Mike.
Say it again. The internet has made it so nothing is small. All these teams got TikToks and fan pages and YouTube. All that shit right there is revenue.
Facts.
You know how many regular people have got rich just doing whatever on TikTok, right? So it's like they make $100,000 a year off TikTok, right? The regular person who runs their ads and all that shit. You got a whole department running your TikTok. So that's not a whole salary right there. That's not 2 or 3 salaries right there you just made, because you got millions of followers, right? These people don't want to use what they got or the money they've been stashing since however long to pay the players. You don't have to spend $100 million to win the World Series. There's teams who haven't spent that to make it there. The Marlins, remember? The Marlins made it back in the day.
Kansas City a few years ago.
Exactly. There are teams who are in these small markets that make it. The Brewers are competitive. They have a good 3-year run every 3 to 4 years.
Yep.
And why? Because they build, and when they feel like this core isn't it, they rebuild and they do it effectively. So it's not about the money. It's like I said, how you spend it. It's excuses.
I'm just saying, man. I'm passionate about that, and I was telling Dan last night. I said, "Yo, man, y'all should just start." I mean, I know they're not going to do it. That's why we dropped the moniker "Defender of the Fans" because I couldn't do it no more. DA said we can't do it no more.
Nope.
Because fans are just going to do what? And if you're a Pirate fan, and like I was telling Dan last night, I said, "Yo, you guys have not been good since Van Slyke and Bonds." And then he said, "Hey, what about McCutcheon?" I said, "All right, I give you those 2 times when they got beat in the wild card series." But for that's been a very long time. They play. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me. I don't know if the ballpark was subsidized. They play in a beautiful ballpark in Pittsburgh. Right?
Let's stop that right there. Kev, put a pin in that, right? So they built a new ballpark while being bad. Just let that sit for a second. They built a new ballpark while being bad. Yeah. But just imagine Yankee Stadium. And we're going to tear this down and build a new Yankee Stadium when the Yankees are in the bottom of the AL East every year. Wouldn't have happened. People that had to fit in New York. What? New stadium? Other than that.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think at the time, Mayor Giuliani told both the Yankees and the Mets, "Hey, man, 9/11 just happened.
Yeah.
We don't have no money to get y'all. Y'all got to do this on your own," and which they did. Citi Field was built. I think Citi Field was built the year right before the new Yankee Stadium, 2008, 2009.
Yep.
So I don't want to hear this, man. I don't want to hear this, man. Y'all got to stop going, man. If your team has been bad and y'all continue to go, they continue, and That's got to be frustrating that your team won't spend. You got my man with the Mikey's Mets. He's going all out, man. You know, even though he's catching some flack because they didn't make make the playoffs this year, man. At least he's trying.
You don't want to spend it, sell the team. Now you got all your money back. Somebody else can do it. Sell the team. You ain't gonna do that. They're trying to take my team. It's been in my family. Sell the team. You don't want to do it. Sell the team. Simple. Now you got all your money back. Put it in something else.
Whatever it is, just put it in.
Put it in something else. Crypto. Something. Bitcoin. Flip it. That's something you can watch. You pull your money out whenever you're ready.
Facts. Mike Bristol, what's up, kid? Mom, what's going on? D-Dubs, what's up, man? Those there in the comments. Appreciate y'all tonight, man. It's just sickness sometimes, man. You hear this stuff, man, and you know, they want to cry like they're some victim, man. And nah, man, no, you're not. You're not no victim, man. And you got owners. What makes me and DA laugh, man? Like I said, you know, James Dolan, you know, he was all about his business. He said, "Hey, WNBA, New York Liberty at the time, they wasn't making a profit." He said, "Y'all got to go." They was playing in the gym up in Westchester.
Yeah, he said y'all can't be in here.
y'all burning on my lights in the summertime. Here.
Yeah, I'm not.
Look, I mean, he did what was best for him, and it ended up being what's best for the team.
Yeah,
sell the team.
I'm not turning on no lights in this Madison Square Garden. Not today. Nope.
For 2,000 people, man.
No, for 2,000 people, you can go to the Westchester and play in the old field house free.
The Phillies are up 1-0, man. Phillies are up 1-0 in the top of the seventh there. They just scored, man. Let me go to my last news article here, and this will always grind DA's gears. So get ready here. This is from Front Office Sports again, from David Rumsey, and he talks about this. The NCAA has revised its transfer portal windows in response to coaching changes, DA.
I told you.
The old rules, 2 windows in the winter, December 9th through the 28th, and spring, April 16th through the 25th. The exception is a 30-day window open immediately after any head coaching changes. Here's the new rule now. The single window, January 2nd through the 11th. Exceptions, a 15-day window begins 5 days after a new coach is hired or announced. For teams in the college football playoff, players still get a 5-day.
Whoa.
Wait.
Whoa.
Should I put a pin in that one? Should I read that one?
No, you gotta read it again.
Okay.
What I'm saying to you is that there is a time between a coach leaving and a new coach being hired. That's the difference in the wording, right? So the first thing is if a coach leaves, you got 30 days of leave after he leaves, right? So now we got, okay, well, if Mikey leaves on February 5th to do something, to get a new job somewhere, but you don't hire a coach until May, whatever, what you don't have as a player? A chance to go play nowhere else. Not that season. Or even get a chance to look through your options, really. You know, because you don't know when you're going to get a chance to leave. Right? You don't know when you get to leave. Based on the wording that you read, you don't get a chance to know when you're leaving. Because if the coach leaves in the end of January 31st, he's leaving. I'm out. But the school doesn't hire a new coach until February.
Yeah.
Right? That's 30 days. You don't know what the hell you're doing. And you don't know when that new coach is coming in.
Facts.
Yeah, that's not good for the players.
So let me go back there. Where was I at? For teams and college football players still get a 5-day window postseason to enter the portal. Here's some rationale impacts. Removal of the spring window should reduce chaotic mass portal movement during postseason. Coaches broadly view the shorter consolidated window as a positive change. But the coaching change exception becomes more restrictive. Players will now often have to wait weeks, months if a coach is fired in midseason because the 15-day window only starts after a new hire is publicly announced. Grandfather clause for Power 4 programs, UCLA, Virginia Tech, Oklahoma State, Arkansas, they have already fired their coach this season. Players will still be eligible under the previous 30-day exception.
NCAA, look out for the NCAA. Don't
exactly, DA.
Don't think it's funny when you hear it. They're going to look out for the NCAA, just so you know. Period. Good story.
This sound like we didn't know what to do, so we just do something together that nobody would truly understand until it happened to them. That's what this sounds like.
A lot of legal mumbo jumbo. Correct.
Completely. That's what this sounds like.
Completely. Let me move on to the next last article. I'm sorry, this is my last one. It is for sure. DA, you're gonna like this one. Shout out to Joe Klatt. This is from what is this from? Awful Announcing. From Sam Newman of Awful Announcing. He says Joe Klatt, Fox analyst, argues that preseason polls should be banned or at least removed from influence because they mislead fans and unfairly bias the College Football Playoff Committee. He cites 3 teams, Texas, Penn State, Clemson, that started 2025 in the top 4 of the AP poll, but now they are unranked, pointing to their combined 8-7 record as evidence of how preseason hype fails. Klatt contends that preseason rankings inject preconceived notions about what constitutes a big win, giving advantage to teams with name recognition, even if their performance doesn't support it. He notes the transfer portal area has intensified roster volatility. Predicting team quality in August is harder than ever, making preseason forecasts less trustworthy. Beyond his own critique, Klatt points out structural moves already underway. The Big 12 commissioner eliminated that conference preseason poll this year, saying it hurts teams before they played a down. Several Big Ten coaches similarly criticized August rankings for creating narratives that linger unfairly. Klatt himself issued preseason rankings annually, so he isn't above the system, but he says even his rankings are subject to the same flaws. And I would say Joe Klatt has been watching the Sports Chasers and listening to the DA. So DA, I'll give it to you.
Hey, he's right. All right. He's right. He's right. Right. So we're not going to rank no teams based on what we think they're going to be. We'll rank them based on how they actually play. How about that? So give them a week or two. Have no rankings until week 4 or 5, and then we'll do number 1 from that point on. And we'll say, hey, this is the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll know if that win means something or not. That's all. That is all. Because you telling me that Penn State was good over the summer don't do nothing for me during the season. All that's for is betting.
Listen, you make a good point. And those teams that I read of, Texas, Clemson, and who was it? Penn State, 8-7 combined record. You know?
I'm going to say this.
Go ahead, Mills.
Those polls mislead the misled already. They know a poll is an opinion, right? Like that's some shit some people sat in the room and voted on, right? They know that?
Yeah.
So we don't have the BCS computers no more, right? Because then I will understand this point a little bit more. Because now you're giving the computer some data that's based off a presumption. You're not going based off some actual analytics, right? So these polls really don't mean nothing until that first college football poll comes out. And that's what, like week 8 or 9, right? Or 7, something like that. Later on down the line, where it should come out because you actually got to see these teams play each other, right? So all these preseason polls, they only mislead the misled already. So I don't want to hear it, Joe Klatt. I don't want to hear it.
I'm just not for, like number one, number two, Listen, let it be based on who they play. Like Ohio State is still not number one. Okay, they only played one ranked team and they beat one ranked team. Right, and the one ranked team is not a good win because Texas is not that good. Right, they got Illinois this week is probably the next ranked team that they played all year. So how are they number one? Oregon only beat Penn State. How are they number three?
Ohio State won the chip, right?
Yeah.
To beat the champ, you got to beat the champ. So
Well, that was last year's team. Those kids.
Hey, man. Hey.
Those kids are in the pros now.
Continuity, man. Same coach is my team.
So they I just, like I said, Ohio State, I think, beat one ranked team that wasn't really a good win. They beat Washington, they weren't ranked. Beat Minnesota, wasn't ranked. Beat, University of Ohio. They beat Texas, who wasn't ranked. They might have been ranked then, and they beat the hell out of Grambling. Yes, they may be the number one team in the country. They might be the best team in the country. But they ain't play like the best team in the country because they ain't play nobody. This is the first ranked team they're playing is this week. It's Illinois. And then November 1st, they got Ohio State. So the reality is this. Michigan's not ranked, right? They can get to the end of the season playing three ranked teams. This is not right. This is not right, dog. They play three ranked teams and they can be, they'll be number one in the country, right? And when you got, just for argument's sake, Alabama is already beat Georgia and Vanderbilt. And they play Missouri this week, another ranked team. And then they got Tennessee the week after that, another ranked team. And then LSU, they play LSU, they're another ranked team. And Oklahoma, who is what? Another ranked team.
See, but on the same hand, is that Vanderbilt win going to age the same way? Because Vanderbilt does this. Vanderbilt likes to fall apart. Remember last year, it was 7-5?
But at least I agree with what you're saying, Michael.
That's what.
But if we're just going by the numbers, they at least when they played them were ranked. They may fall off, right? Like the Florida State loss, looks worse now because Florida State is in the dumpster right now. But the point I make is at least Vanderbilt was ranked when they beat them. Georgia was ranked when they beat them. Missouri, if they win this week, will be a ranked team. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't have no problems, but you got to play people to be ranked number one. That's all. That is all.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. Well, Mike said, Joe Clark, you really ain't say nothing, man.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows the preseason poll is presumption. It's presumptions. Everybody knows that. They vote on this. That's why it's a media poll, it's a coaches poll. Whose opinion do you weigh more stock in? Me personally, I see the media poll is cool, but I'll more look at the coaches poll. So I mean,
the coaches
I think next year I might be too late, or maybe it's not too late. Maybe we do a sports chasers poll. See who we rank.
We could.
It's hard for me to rank because dudes look like Tarzan, play like James, so I don't really, I can't really say.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, we'll stay in the college football vein. It's that time. Y'all know what it is. DA's yard work or game work. The college football.
This is pretty good, folks. So if you want Florida State against Pittsburgh, it's probably an evenly matched game because we don't really know what the hell Florida State is, coming off a horrible loss. And Pittsburgh is not a terribly horrible team. Florida State should win, but that's your 12 o'clock hour. I would take that game or Alabama, Missouri, or Ohio State, Illinois, which is another ranked game. So of ranked opponents, Alabama, Missouri, and Ohio State and Illinois are in the 12 o'clock slot. So I think you would stay home. When you get down to 3:30, now if you're a West Coast guy or a Big Ten guy, you may want to watch the 3:30 game of Indiana and Oregon, in which we'll see if Indiana's for real or not. And because they're going to be in Oregon, and we'll see what they look like. No excuses for the time zone or whatnot. And 3:30, I think Iowa State's probably going to run through Colorado pretty badly there at 3:30. Iowa State they bludgeon you. I don't really see no other games at 3:30 that are not going to be. I mean, they're going to be good games. If Arkansas, Tennessee should be a good game. I think Notre Dame is going to beat the heck out of North Carolina State. Florida A&M and Texas probably won't be a game because Florida A&M is a pretty good team. And Georgia and Auburn shouldn't be a good game because Georgia's going to be licking their wounds trying to make something happen. 7:30, Texas Tech and Kansas. Texas Tech is really good, so that really may not be a game, but we'll see. Well, I'll give Kansas the benefit of the doubt. USC and Michigan is always a good one when they play. They only do it every few years. It should be a good game at 7:30 if you got nothing else to do. I would do that. And my South Carolina team that I thought was going to be better, they play LSU at 7:45. So Saturday, it's an either or. You can stay in and you can go out, man. But it depends on, from a fan, what you like to watch and what you like to see. But if you got to go out, then you can go out. But if you don't have to, stay at home, get some popcorn, watch some games, and enjoy yourself.
Gotcha. DA, what is the game worth or yard work?
Yeah. Don't do no yard work this weekend. And I know it's air raid time, but
Depot.
you're too late anyway to air raid. So just go ahead and have a good time. So.
Hey, look at that. We give out yard work.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Scott's Lawn. Anybody want to hook us up with a nice sponsorship, man? This is what we do, man. See? So let me go to the schedule. Let me go to the NFL. Just going to run down some games here. Tonight, you got the Eagles and the Giants. Yeah, that's what I said. I think the Eagles are going to be mad, and this is going to be ugly. As a Giant fan, so I don't expect the Giants to do anything. Then you got on Sunday, you got Denver at the Jets. Denver coming off a big win against the Eagles. Go ahead, DA. You said something?
Yeah, I know that the Jets are no longer a team I even have any faith in to do anything right now. So it's real bad there in the Jets. Yes, sir.
0-5. Arizona versus Indianapolis. Hey, I don't know.
Boy, terrible.
Cardinals, I don't know. Some damning. Daniel Jones was interviewed the other day. I forgot whose show he was on, man. But pretty much an indictment on the Brian Daboll and the Joe Shine.
He said they're stupid, right? He said they're stupid.
I mean, in a better choice of words, yeah, pretty much. He put it eloquently. DA just said it for layman's terms.
But he went to Duke, so he got the smart word.
He does. Ben told me Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. I read something where the Browns are paying like 8 quarterbacks this year.
Hey, well, welfare is live and ready in the NFL. You ain't even got to play to get paid in the NFL no more.
The Browns are horrible.
Yeah, I think go ahead, Mike.
The Browns are terrible. They just love controversy. I guess they decided if we can't win, let's make our quarterback room the topic of conversation for the wrong reason every week. Let's trade somebody, pay somebody, and cut somebody. They just terrible.
The Cowboys visit the Carolina Panthers. Two bad teams. The Chargers visit Miami. The Rams, they face your Ravens.
LOL.
Mike. Yeah. New England faces New Orleans. New Orleans getting their first wins against the Giants last week. Seattle goes to the East Coast and faces Jacksonville. Jacksonville with a very good win on Monday night against Kansas City. Tennessee visits Las Vegas. The Bengals, they go to Green Bay. That's a 4:25 game. DA's Niners, they go to the East Coast and visit the Bucks. That's a 4:25 game as well. And then you got the Sunday night game. You got the Lions. They go to Kansas City. Kansas City is 1-4. Let's see.
Why do we have 2 Monday night games again?
Too bad Monday night games.
And why are they an hour after each other? Why they are?
Go ahead, Mike. Mike, go ahead. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Yo, like, what are they doing? Like, I don't. Are you trying to get more fans? What you trying to do? You really alienating people. Like, nobody wants to flip between these 2 games. That's the first part. Second part, if you want to do that, why not have one on the West Coast? Start it early. And then we have another game at like 9 o'clock. Let's do 6:15 to 9 o'clock, if anything. Do it like basketball. Just staggering them is stupid.
You have a daylight doubleheader?
Yeah, like this is. I'd rather you do like NBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do it like inside the NBA. We got the early game, we got the late game. Why are we doing these games an hour apart? Because they're on the same network. Like I don't. Because they're the same family of networks. I don't get it.
Yeah, just a piggyback, Mike. If one was good, you put one on ABC, you put the other one on ESPN, or put one on the Ocho. Put one on ESPN.
ESPN 3, Deportes, like
yeah, you can go do that, man.
Yeah. I don't like this 2 Monday night thing, and it's happening too often. I didn't like the YouTube game. I didn't like that. They were treating that shit like it was the Super Bowl. I don't like anything the NFL is trying to push this year.
You got bump kickball, the kickball championship off the Ocho, and then you get the NFL game. Hey, this is Skip McAllister here. To do that NFL game. Some guy you don't know.
No.
Doing the game.
Buffalo versus Atlanta, and then you got Chicago. Yeah, that's the first game, 7:15 on ESPN. And then on the sisters on ABC, you got Chicago versus Washington. And
I don't see. No.
Yeah,
Jalen's not playing, right? Jalen's still out, right?
I think he's still out.
Yeah.
Nah, he back. He came back last week. Jaden Daniels, yeah, he came back last week.
Okay, so that should be a blowout then. Sorry.
A blowout. A blowout.
Yeah.
The Phillies are trying to rally. They got the bases jammed, and Mookie Betts is up. So we'll see, man. So that's it for the NFL. Let me go to our weekly what we got here. Our weekly pick'em here for the Sports Chasers. Let me go to the standings.
Last week was bad. I think everybody did bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a good week, but let me share my screen here so everybody can see it. So you got Dan. He's in the league. He's in the lead, I should say. Excuse me. Dan is in the league with 51 points. Mike Mills with 48. Ryan is in third with 46. The Angry One with 45. D-Dubs with 43. Dorian with 43. Shout out to Jake Scott for hanging in with us. He has 40. And yours truly, I am bringing up the rear with 37 points, man. So that's that. And that's what's going on here.
I'm just glad I got 2 games on Dan. That's fine.
Oh man, they walked in the run.
Philly's going Philly.
Oh man,
Phillies are going to Philly, man. Real quick, Ryan, I guess could not make it with us.
Well, I guess Saquon is feeling better. His first run's for 20 yards. That's the youngest. I think this might be the longest run of the season.
Oh, he feels like he's at home. That's why. Why not, man? Why not? And you're a little bit ahead of us. Yeah, the Dodgers Philly just walked in the run. That's crazy. What else I was gonna say? Ryan, be with us. The WNBA, the Aces, the other night, last night I think they went up 3-0 in the series against the Mercury. So that looks like that's inevitable that they're going to win. They also have the looming labor strife that's going on. So I guess we'll keep an eye on that. Mike Mills is shaking his head. I'm just filling in for Ryan real quick.
Listen, man, you ain't said nothing wrong. I'm shaking my head at them. You ain't said nothing wrong.
Great show tonight, fellas. Great show. Shout out to Alvin, our MLB guy, for hanging in with us and saying what does when it comes to MLB. Alvin's the best as far as I'm concerned, man. He knows his baseball stuff. Shout out to Alvin.
And he loves it.
Yes. And shout out to the rest of the crew that couldn't be with us. Ryan, Dan Sick, Dan Get Well, D-Dubs. He's traveling. Shout out to D-Dubs. He is working, man. So shout out to you guys, man. Parting shots before we get out of here. DA, what you got for us, sir?
Hey, man. Baseball is dope. Y'all need to watch. That's
dope. Mike Mills, what you got for us, sir?
Nothing, man. Just let's keep watching these sports, you know. And baseball, real quick, on baseball.
Go ahead, bro.
I know I did the Yankees lose thing, you know, but it's been a good playoffs, and I appreciate David Ortiz because, like, when I was coming up, most of them baseball commentary guys were stuffy. They didn't know how to like let loose. Yeah, he go overboard a little bit sometimes, and Pedro too, but I'd rather that than the elitist behavior they used to cover baseball with. So I appreciate the enthusiasm. And that's about it.
Mike, you make a great point. I love the crew at Fox, and it's almost like Derek Jeter is like he's like the Felix Unger out of.
Yeah, he's a straight man. He's a straight man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, oh my God, why they got me up here?
Like,
They be talking it too.
Yes, they do.
And they all start speaking Spanish right there in front of him. He be like, what?
Yeah, he just be sitting there, and A-Rod be looking like, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So A-Rod's like in the middle, trying to like get his feet off of both, man. But I love the coverage of Fox baseball, man. Shout out to baseball. Like you said, baseball is dope, man. Those that have been watching it, man, hey, check out baseball, man. Hockey has begun. So Dan will be back the next time. We'll cover hockey. The NBA should be they're in their preseason right now. So I think the 21st is when they start the regular season. So hey, enjoy this time of year. Love it. My party shot. I don't have anything special. Hey, just make sure you take care of one another, man. Look out for yourself. Look out for your fellow man. And that's pretty much it. Enjoy the sports weekend. Gonna be a good one, man. Like DA said, college football, man. Enjoy it. And hey, man, I'm not going to further the point. Shout out to everybody in the comments that is watching, man. Giants are up 7-3. Thank you, D-Dubs. I guess I'll chime into that too, man. Hey, so we're going to get out of here on behalf of myself, for the DA, and for Mike Mills and the rest of the crew. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good, be great, be blessed, man. Hey, we'll catch you on Monday for the Monday Night Blitz. Peace.
Hey.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.